So there's 3 parts to my ads ecosystem. Now I'm gonna strip it down. You guys ready for this? Because if you do nothing but this, you will win. I promise. 2025. And I would love for someone to poke holes in this because there's none. Okay.
Challenge
Three parts,
accepted.
3 parts to my ads ecosystem, right? Part 1, it's the gateway content. Now, this gateway content could be a podcast episode, it could be a blog post. My favorite though is video because you can segment audiences based off of video views and it's on platform. That's why I prefer video content, right? But this video content has to be targeted. It has to solve a very specific problem. It can't be broad. The broader you go, the more people you're going to attract. And I know that's what a lot of people are like, well, I want more eyeballs. The key to this is actually getting only the right eyeballs, right? Because 2 to 3% of people are ready to buy right now, but there's 97 to 98% of people who are your ideal clients, but they're not ready to buy, right? So the gateway video is a goodwill video that's only going to attract our ideal clients. So it has to be super targeted content, okay? Once they watch 25% or more of that video, which should be about 3 to 5 minutes, 25% is going to get them engaged long enough, right? And I know a lot of people love short form, but I'll tell you guys how to actually implement that coming up. So step 1, gateway video. Create an audience of people watching 25% or more of that one video, gets them onto a conveyor belt, okay? The conveyor belt is going to be a series of content that is just complete nurture, right? Keep it 75% goodwill, 25, because yes, you can pitch along the conveyor belt. That's okay. But we want to keep the content 75% goodwill, right? So this could be podcast episodes. This could be YouTube videos. As a matter of fact, if you guys give me the YouTube video, even though it goes to y'all's channel, I'm going to run ads to it. Why? Authority, right? Transfer of authority. And so, yes, I will run ads to other people's content in my conveyor belt. These could be in the form of boosted posts, or you can go right in the ads manager, run them for $1 a day. It doesn't matter how you do it. I do this on YouTube. I do this on Facebook. I do this on TikTok. It does not matter. Like, it's very platform agnostic. So part 1 is the gateway video. You get them on the conveyor belt, which is the nurture sequence, right? But what did I say happens, right? They've watched your content, so they know it works. They've seen the numbers, right? You'll break down the numbers in these content pieces. You'll tell stories like testimonials and case studies. So they've seen success stories. But here's the deal. They're still asking themselves that question. What makes this time different? Why will this time be different? And one of the fastest paths to cash that I tell my students is conversations. And so at the end of the ecosystem, we give people 2 ways to have a conversation with us. 1, we run a DM funnel, which is simply just an ad that goes straight to Messenger. Or 2, we can do ads straight to an application to book a call. So there's only 3 parts to the ecosystem: the gateway video, the conveyor belt, and the conversation content. That's my ecosystem because here's the thing, our conversation content, we want to intercept those leads and have a conversation with them. And we could do it 1 of 2 ways. We could do it in Messenger, which is my preferred method. I haven't had to take a sales call in 4 years. We sell $40,000 offers right there in Messenger because of the conveyor belt, right? Because most people who are sophisticated, they will sit there and watch hours and hours and hours of content. They will never comment on your stuff. They will never engage. They will literally just lurk in the dark hallway and then just wait until that one piece of content, and they will send me a message and say, Laurel, how do I buy? And I'm like, who the hell are you? I've never talked to you before. Like most people.
But you've been talking to them for months or years.
Yeah. Like most people who join my higher level programs, they're not buying the $7 program. They're not buying, like they're literally just watching my content and just hopping in Messenger. And guess what? It all goes back to come full circle. Richard, I told you, if I go in my ads manager, it's going to tell you that I'm losing money on ads, but yet I'm making more. Why? Well, the ads were working, but the ads aren't going to track that Messenger conversation where the person just said, send me the link.
Yep.
Right? And so a lot of times people just want to overcomplicate ad strategy. Like literally, if you just do this, put out a single piece of content, a video, 3 to 5 minutes, speak to your targeted problem, retarget that, and every single other piece of content that you ever do, just retarget that audience, and then have conversations with people. Done. That's it. It's not overcomplicated.
See,
I'm not stacking lookalike audiences. I'm not breaking up my email list and creating all these lookalikes. And I'm like literally just let the platform do its thing, right? It's hands off. It's people are like, there's no set it and forget it. This is a set it and forget it, pretty much. Like I hardly ever look at my ads manager. People are like, well, Laurel, how are your ads doing? I was like, I don't know. I haven't looked at them in 2 months. I guess they're probably still getting purchases at $10 a purchase. I'm assuming we're getting like 20 sales a day.
is it real? It can really be that simple, though. I know there's tons of people whose heads are whirling right now, where it's
Here's
just
the
like,
thing. It's simple, but it's not easy because guess what? People will run the conveyor belt for 2 weeks and be like, I haven't gotten a sale. This don't work. Right? It's like Willy Wonka, Veruca Salt. I want it and I want it now. Right? That's the way that people look at it with ads.
so the game is really showing up consistently and being willing to wait long enough
Yeah.
to see the return on building an engaged community and
Unless
following.
you want to spend a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Which
If
is getting
you
harder
don't
and
have
harder
a
to
huge-
do.
If you don't have a huge budget, this is the way to go. But here's the thing. If you do have a huge budget, what do you think happens when you put my ecosystem underneath that funnel? It's going to catch all of those leads that have been not watching your webinar, that's not booking a call, right? Like, I always tell, my favorite stories are people, the $5 ad that revived a dead webinar funnel. We literally had thousands of leads coming through a webinar funnel, and come to find out they're not watching the webinar. I'm like, cool. I told my client, go shoot a video promoting your PDF version of your webinar and just say, drop a line below this video if you want this information. And booked over 200 triage calls, over a weekend with like $6. It was like under $7 in ad spend. It was freaking ridiculous. Now, is that going to happen to everyone? No, but she had a bunch of leads that were literally just sitting there, not doing anything with them. And so like a lot of times when people come to me and they're already running a direct response funnel, I'm like, watch this, y'all hold my beer. Right. And we just literally almost on day 1 or day 2, they see automatically an ROI because they've had all these leads just coming through this and no way to nurture them outside of email. Like email, only about 20% of people are going to open an email. Way more people, 80 to 90% of people see a Facebook ad in their newsfeed.
That's crazy. What percentage? Do you know what percentage that is?
What?
How many people see a Facebook ad or see a Facebook video?
Well, probably like 80 or 90% of people that you put it in front of, right? Because they're like sitting like this, like all day, right?
I was curious if there were stats on that. Groundbreaking. Cool. All right. Well, you just simplified the whole world for everyone. The entire expert space just made everybody's life simpler.
I mean, of course, there's the people are going to be like, oh, Laurel's saying funnels don't work. I'm like, no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like a funnel alone is not going to get you the ROI that you're looking for. Like if, and one of the things that I just really, my main mission is just to level the playing field of ads, right? Ads used to be something that only like the best of the best profitable businesses could do, right? Like in 2002, a television commercial cost $2,000 for a 30-second spot, right? There's never been a level playing field where businesses like yours and mine can run commercials for $5, right? Like it's never been a time where you can do this. And so it's like it's now or never. There's more and more people coming into the online space. Facebook advertising is making it easier for people. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the next 6 months we're not even gonna be able to push any specific buttons. Facebook's just gonna want us to load up the ads and it's gonna do its thing, right? If I watch one of Onyx videos on YouTube, because this is tracking everything, Facebook's automatically going to start showing me Onyx ads because it knows I'm watching his videos on YouTube, right? Like the platforms have just gotten extremely smart. And because of that, there's going to be more people that are going to be running ads more than ever. And so like, if you're not running ads right now, you need to, because it's going to get more expensive and it's going to get harder for your content to find a place in the newsfeed, right? So that's my spiel.